Good afternoon, Z Nation. This is the DailyXander number 73. I am out about 10 minutes or so away from where I live in a parking lot filled with palm trees, and I'm just about to do a little skateboard circuit of some ab exercise and leg exercise while I get some sun on and listen to podcasts at the same time. It's about almost noon right now, and we'll see if I'll be going golfing. Kind of depends on my friend. He lives about 40 minutes south of me, so it does make it a little difficult sometimes to hook up with him. But nonetheless, that is a-okay. I'm just pretty stoked right now that it's pretty much right now 74 degrees, I would say, with a really nice beach breeze. Even though the beach is probably an hour away, it still feels like a beach breeze. And later on, it's supposed to hit the high of 83, so that's pretty appreciative of that. That is for sure. Feeling good. Got a lot done yesterday. Gonna continue that productive wave into today. Get some other things need be done, and go from there. I probably won't actually work at the gym that I'm going to sign up for. I'll sign up for it online, and then probably starting tomorrow, again, the routine of going extremely early, around like 5 in the morning. So that would probably be the best time for me in the day to get a workout and exercise in. So anyways, I'm going to get to it with this circuit workout I'm going to do. And yeah, more to follow. Peace. All right, what is good? Before I started my workout for this particular afternoon, I decided to spend about half an hour or so of really properly stretching out. So the first stretch you can see is for me to really open up my hip flexors. I have a pretty severe anterior pelvic tilt, so my pelvis leans more forward. Next stretch of me doing was my latissimus dorsi. So as you can see kind of where my arm placement is around my stomach, it's slightly above that is where I was really stretching the lat area, and I was definitely feeling a good stretch. And again, this is like the first time I really stretched out my body in a good solid month, and I definitely felt good afterwards. I just know I need to continue to work on it. And then the next stretch I did was a dynamic hamstring stretch. And I don't really need to necessarily focus too much on stretching my hamstrings that much, even though they're severely tight, but that's attributed to my anterior pelvic tilt, so my, again, pelvis leaning forward. Next two stretches I did that you'll see here are working on just some postural exercises to perform. So for this first one, I really focused on rolling back the shoulder blades, proud chest, and really focusing on squeezing my scaps and bringing them all the way down while still keeping my shoulder blades retracted as far back as possible. So this works really great for people that have rounded shoulders. This is two great exercises you can see to help with the chiropractic nature of it as far as really working on posture. And this one right here is just bringing back, it's kind of like a scooping motion, bringing back your neck so it's more upright, and then pressing down on the chin, and you feel a really good stretch on the bottom portion of your back head. There's a great deal of muscles that go up there. And then my warm-up consisted of 3 different style jumping jacks. The one you just saw there was more of an explosive dynamic push and press jumping jack, and then with a jog to, I don't know the distance-wise, but as you can see, I pretty much jogged to the palm trees and back, and it kind of consisted of a 4 or 5 round circuit of that, mixing up the different jumping jacks in between, which I only really showed those jumping jacks, but I definitely did a variety of different jumping jacks. And then transitioning right here into the workout itself, I did an AMRAP, which is as many rounds as possible of skateboard ab wheel. So I did 10 actually. Here you're only going to see me do 3, but I did 10 of these, rolling out with the skateboard and coming back. And then I did 10 on each leg, single-legged squats or Bulgarian split squats on 10 on each side. So here I just did a quick 3 just to get the demonstration purposes out of the way. And then after performing those 3 exercises, I would say sprint, but to be honest with you, it was probably somewhere in the neighborhood of my like 50, 60%, maybe 70% max. So my intensity-wise heart rate of a sprint to kind of the palm trees and back, and then just repeat that whole circuit for as many possible rounds completed as possible in 20 minutes. And I ended up getting 9 total in 20 minutes. So I was extremely happy with that, and definitely more to work on in the future. All right, what is good? Just got done with my workout, first one of the year. Good to get back into it. Definitely got a long way to go, but that's a-okay. That's good for something to grow from, and get back into kind of what I was before, and also different twists as far as what I've learned and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to that. When it comes to my fitness level, I'm also thinking about doing with a couple friends later on in the year. We got to schedule it though, of course. Doing a couple obstacle course runs. Those are becoming really popular nowadays. So something to do for sure. Right now though, I'm going to enjoy my walk back to my place, take a shower, and go to Whole Foods and get some productivity done. And more thoughts to follow. In the meantime, I am enjoying this sunny weather. It is roughly around probably 1:30 right now in the afternoon. The blonde hair is poofing right now, and the sun is still mighty high, and I'm soaking it up. So more updates to follow. Let's go, champ! Peace! What is good? Back to DailyXander number 73. It is 11 at night, cranking away on some work. Got done going over protocols, inputted ththose protocols into a Quizlet of mine, so I'm able to review it on a more daily basis, and it's extremely accessible. On top of that, let's see, I signed up for a free gym membership, but I think I'm actually going to end up going to a gym that's in the same complex as where I work, because they actually have showers there. And I'm able to shower after I would get done working out. So that's what I'm thinking there. I'm going to go inspect it tomorrow since I don't work, and check it out and see if I like it, and then progress with signing up for it or not. Anyways, right now I'm just walking back, gonna drop off my stuff, and I'm gonna get some food, and then go from there. One thing I want to do before I go to bed is edit a video, which is actually this current video I am talking in right now, which have already been posted. Also, I want to film my next segment a quote that I really liked when I heard today from, first name is George. He's an actor who was on the original Star Trek. All I can really describe him, because I don't really know much about him, is he's Asian. So he stands out in that sense, but he's obviously more known than just that. I don't know much about him, and I just heard the quote today, and I just vaguely looked up to see who that was, and I saw it was a Star Trek guy. He used to be an actor on the original TV show Star Trek. But yeah, I really want to say that quote, because I really like how it came across to me, and how my perspective applies to that, I would say. So yeah, feeling good, feeling productive, getting stuff done one thing at a time, slowly getting more settled into this phase of my life. Still a process. Right now I've applied for a couple of jobs, and maybe part-time jobs in the evening after work, and ideally, obviously they're not going to pay much, but the way I'm approaching it is I just want to find a part-time job that offers real flexible hours. It would be easy to get my shifts covered, and it's not a demanding job whatsoever. And all 3 jobs that I applied for are literally within less than 10 minutes of walking distance away from where I live. And on top of that, they're all in the same industry, being restaurants. And all I basically do is a host or a greeter. And there's not really much goes into that, so it makes it for a really easy part-time second job. just make some extra spending cash. And essentially I would let it serve as my food income, and on top of that, a little extra money for potentially I could use for traveling wise, because I'm really even just past a couple days looking at other places that I'd really be interested in going to. And ideally, I don't know how much time I can take off from my current full-time job, but I know I definitely, well actually, think if I did get a second job, not how my weekends would be, but ideally I'd really like to be traveling a lot. And I guess I could even just start out small throughout the state of Florida, since I've really hardly been anywhere in Florida. But just what really catches my eyes a lot when I just see some advertisements related to music stuff. I'm really interested in, and I've really enjoyed throughout my time in the past year and a half of going to different concerts and music festivals. So I really like the idea of using that as a means to travel around. As far as one reason why I would go somewhere, first off is for the music, and then off of that music kind of branch out a little more into the area itself. So that's partially why I would want to get a second job, just to have some extra income coming in. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to end this segment and I'm going to transition into another segment with that quote. So transition in 1, 2, 3, now! Alright, to conclude my DailyXander number 73, like I said before, I'm going to state a George Takei, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, quote. And it's a bit long, but I really liked what it stands for. So to quote George Takei, again, he was an actor on the TV show in the 60s, and I don't know if it went into the 70s or not, but Star Trek, the original. And to quote him, "Good grief, if we can't laugh at ourselves and at one another in good spirit and without malice, then what fun can be left? If we must withhold all ribbing in the name of protecting everyone's feelings, then we truly are a toothless society. We will reach what I call the lowest common denominator of butthurt." And this quote kind of goes back to what I said, or I've said previously in affirmations, such as, if you are easily offended, you need to be offended more often. That's something I've said before that I would relate to this quote, and I think humor is a very powerful tool. And you look at a lot of stand-up comedians, people can get offended on topics they say, but for the most part, that kind of comedy is great for just allowing people to get over hard times or hard topics in general. So yeah, really like that quote. I'm not going to speak on it anymore because I'm in the segment. This has been DailyXander number 73. Peace, love, unity, and respect. As always, the thoughts are going to continue to flow. I'm going to start working on my thoughts again. Seems like I've been on a little sabbatical with elaborating more often on my thoughts, but that's okay. I am going in phases and continue to change it up. So DailyXander number 73 in the books. You heard it here and now. George Takei quote of the night from me. Ended on that note. Peace.